Happy Thursday, right? It's Thursday, right? Let me look at my... Yes, it is Thursday. Woo, I'm right. It's 3 p.m. here in Virginia on the East Coast. I'm watching all the snow melt. We actually got more snow than you would have thought. It's March 22nd, 2018, and it's time to draw. This time you're getting the entire thing. You got me drawing it from the beginning, like the rough, and then you get all the lettering. You get every single tiny letter. I think I might have put something else in here that I forgot to record, but you get 99.98% of all of it. I promise. Promise, Emily. Who likes all the lettering? So this is basically what the majority of the cartoon is me drawing words. It was very tedious. I probably spent over an hour on that. I'm pretty sure I did. This video today is almost 15 minutes long. It's pretty long. You see there, it was hard to get everything in there. And the one thing that was not hard about this cartoon was coming up with stuff to put on notes, on the note cards. It's not a problem. Do not insult women. See, it should have... I wanted to say do not insult women for their looks, but I had so much space to work with. Only so much space to work with. See, Trump is so stupid that he has to get notes not to do dumb things, but it's really hard to predict what dumb thing he would do. So it's kind of like who would have known that you needed to give him a note that says, you know, do not praise Nazis, do not endorse pedophiles. I mean, you can probably predict that he will insult women or say something racist, but, you know, it'd be hard to predict that he would give classified intel to the Russians. Because he's stupid. Just stupid. Apparently, Leibowitz was quoted this week while she was in Australia, and she's telling Australians, don't blame me for Trump. I voted against him, you know. But she said, Trump is dumber than anyone you know. And that's probably true for a lot of people. I don't think it's true for me because I've known some really dumb people. I don't think I talk to them anymore. I mean, and, you know, when I think about the people I still know, who are still kind of sort of in my life, who I really believe are stupid, but I still like them, they're not as dumb as Trump. And I got a couple of friends that when I talk to them, just like, this guy's dumb. And not just because I disagree with them about stuff like Trump and on other political issues. They're just dumb. But I don't know, there's a lot of people on the internet that you talk to that you know are extremely stupid. Extremely stupid. Like, what did I see yesterday? I saw something yesterday that just didn't make any... Yeah, I saw this person yesterday write about how no one cares about what Trump did, you know, sex-wise, 2005, so he can't be impeached for this. And see, that's just stupid, because she didn't even talk about the illegal stuff with the whole payment. Just did not understand that it's not about Trump having sex. Trust me, none of us wants to think about Trump having sex. People who have sex with Trump try to think about something else while they're having sex with Trump. You know, it's not something that anybody wants to think about. But this person is so stupid that or else they're just that dishonest. But I think they're stupid. I'm gonna go with that. They're also dishonest, but they're mostly stupid. So, and this is just how people are on the internet. Trolls. This video also might have the most mini videos to make the one video. There's a lot of stuff. And now I probably left some stuff out here, some dumb stuff from Trump. And the thing is, I wasn't just putting in stuff that I disagreed with. I try to put in stuff that no president should ever do, that Trump has done. That's what I was going for. So, not just like, hey, don't raise tariffs, don't initiate a tax cut, don't raise the deficit. Presidents do that kind of stuff, even whenever they're stupid and they're really bad and shit like that, or bad timing. So I just try to put in the stuff that you think a president wouldn't do, you know, like going to war with the Gold Star family, saying POWs are not heroes, stuff like that, or sharing conspiracy theories, or insulting the free press, saying that they're the enemy, they're the bad guys, while praising dictators who personally kill drug dealers without trials, or a dictator who stifles the press in Turkey, or a dictator who becomes president for life, or a dictator who wins a sham election. So the really dumb thing about this whole story about Trump not following directions, trying to get my head on straight. His staff gave him a note card that says, "Do not congratulate Putin, for winning a sham election." And so Trump just went ahead and did it anyway. Congratulations on winning a sham election. I can't do Trump. I'm not Stephen Colbert. Or Trevor Noah. I haven't had enough caffeine yet. My mind is like, So, but I might be stupid right now. I'm like Professor Clump in that second movie when he loses his brain. Pretty water. Anyway, but they gave him a note card, and don't praise or don't kiss Putin's ass, basically. And that's exactly what it does. And he doesn't mention the poisoning. He doesn't mention election meddling. Probably didn't even mention the missile that Putin's line that he has. But they actually foresaw this stupidity coming. It's like, oh, you know what Trump is going to do? He's going to kiss Putin's ass. Let's give him a note not to suck up to Putin. And sure enough, he does it anyway. And now the White House is really, really mad that this was leaked. And someone's going to be fired for it. And somebody will be fired for it. And there's a lot of theories. Apparently John Kelly's really mad. He's walking around the White House going, I'm so mad about this leak. And he's, I think he's suspect number 2. And he has leaked stuff before, and he's also lied a lot. So it could be him. But it might be H.R. McMaster. The funny thing is that hardly very few people was in on this note card. Very few people knew about it. So I had to move the do not taunt Mueller a little bit lower because I thought of something else I wanted in here that I thought was kind of cool, that was important. I really, 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 really wanted it. But anyway, not that many people knew about the note card. So they will narrow it down and someone's going to get fired. Even if they fire the wrong person, someone's going to be fired. Do not throw paper towels at hurricane survivors was hard to squeeze in here. Who would have predicted that? It was like the time that he went to the flood zone in Louisiana and he brought supplies for flood victims. And he gave them all cases of Play-Doh. Thank you, Mr. Trump, for all the Play-Doh. Life improved. This is another one hard. This was okay the way it was, the do not praise dictators, but I actually wanted it at a different angle. I just wanted it a little difference going on in here. But yeah, they're gonna fire someone this week. He also said earlier, on the 11th, he tweeted that his legal team was leaving, nobody was being added, and since then, today's the 22nd. He's added one more lawyer, and today, John Dowd, another lawyer, has resigned. So when Trump says something, he tweets something, it usually turns out not to be true. Like, no collusion. Yeah. But, because he's stupid, and he's a liar. But he's stupid. He does stupid. He's stupid. He's stupid. Like your dog might be stupid, but your dog's smarter. And your dog is cute when he's stupid. Dogs are stupid smart. That's the thing about dogs. But they won't follow orders or understand what the hell you're talking about, or they pretend like they don't. But then they can open your door, climb up on the cabinets, and open like a child-proof lock to get inside the cabinets. So dogs are smart, especially the really small ones. They're the most evil too. They just figure shit out. Except for Chihuahuas, they don't figure anything out. Those are kind of stupid. Anyway, talking about dogs. We're going to talk about dogs and Donald Trump. The cross-hatching didn't really take too long. At this point, I was just glad I was done drawing. I was really tired of lettering. We really hate lettering. And it had a few little mistakes in here. But not that many. And I found them all. I even messaged my favorite person to copy edit the cartoons. She just actually messaged me back. You probably just heard that. So yeah, I sent her the cartoon around 6 a.m. and I figured she'd get back to me about 7, whatever. I could write the blog and stuff, but she didn't get back to me about 10. But by that point, I'd already gone to all the clients and stuff. But I decided to try something a little bit different here with the brush. Instead of just cross-hatching with the pen, I figured let's see what happens if I do some oil and have it kind of greasy and messy and watery. Let's see what that looked like. My favorite brush, for some reason, is not working the way it should work. It's like going very extremely thin, like the brush is being tearing up, like the bristles. But I'm going to reset back to default on my Corel painter and see what happens there. See if that repairs it. So I was really liking the way the color was working out with that stuff, with that brush. So we're gonna try that tonight, or with my next cartoon. Anyway, I'm gonna give you guys some shout outs now. Did you wait this long for the shout outs? I am so sorry. Kwana came in and said that she does not think I'm grouchy. I just don't suffer fools gladly. I don't suffer fools at all. Not at all, not at all. Try not to. And Ariel called me darling and says I am grouchy. And I'm too young to be so crotchety. And then she would be the one to talk about a crotch. So. And also I forgot when I said Ariel's name to go, Ariel. Anyway. And Robert Coutinho came in and talked about politics. He actually talked about the issues. Hey, how about that? And he thinks that Trump should thank Comey for his election. And I kind of agree with that. I think Comey is partially to blame. It's like a perfect storm, Trump's election. I like the way the jacket turned out for Trump there. Yeah, I think it was a perfect storm of Comey really making a press conference about a case, which they're not supposed to do, to Russian meddling and on the bullshit campaign, and probably a lot of help from Americans, quite honestly. I don't think the Russians could have done all that by themselves. I mean, sure, you can be political science, but yeah, it's to understand this country and know to target like those 3 swing states, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. Yeah, they needed some inside help with that shit. And the question is, where did it come from? So, oh yeah, but I agree with Robert Coutinho. And also, Hillary was not the best candidate, but she was a better candidate than Donald Trump. Come on. We had a guy out there calling Mexicans rapists and murderers and assaulting Gold Star families and POWs. So, don't want to hear, oh, he's such a great candidate. He's a stupid candidate. Oh, I really got to get that brush back. I'm really missing it. Oh. Hope the TV's not too loud for you. This video is almost over, so you're going to be kind of stuck with it. So I colored all these cards, but I wanted them very, very light, because I know that this will be gray, be on the grayscale for a lot of my publications, like black and white. And sometimes you think something looks cool in color, and then when you put it in black and white, it's just, they're all the same shade of darkness, and sometimes they're too dark, especially over lettering. So after I did all of this coloring on the cards, I go back and I try to smudge them around a bit to make them a little bit lighter. Oh, I did. On the news, they're talking about tariffs on China, new tariffs on China, and they've been talking about Trump wanting to fight Joe Biden. Well, he doesn't want to fight Joe Biden. He just claims he beat Joe Biden up, which is really just impossible. This guy, Putin's bitch, who's afraid of porn stars and who cannot climb stairs, is going to beat up Joe Biden. And yeah, they're 2 old guys, but yeah, Joe Biden would kick his ass. Totally. I'm not just saying that because I like Joe Biden better than Trump. Just think Joe Biden's actually been with real people. He hasn't just lived in a tower his entire freaking life. He's not a trust fund baby. So he's from Scranton, PA. You get the guy from Manhattan living in a tower his entire life, and it versus the guy in Scranton, PA. I'm gonna go with the guy from Scranton. All right, look at this. These are all the videos. I wasn't there very long. All right, here's your cartoon. I left it up here for like 10 seconds so you could read everything. Even though it's probably way too small in this video for you to read everything. Are you ready to say goodbye to me? I'm ready to leave you, baby. All right, thank you for watching, and I can't quit you. I'll be back tomorrow. Please click like and come back. Hey, I need more than 24 freaking views like I got yesterday. What the hell? 22 views. Sheesh. I was shooting there. Subscribe, bye.